Hi everyone, it's Julia, your trusted travel expert here, helping you find that je ne sais quoi wherever you are in the world. And I've been gathering a lot of client information for a group trip that I'm working on, and have had a lot of questions about why I needed to see people's passports. And people are like, oh, it's expired, I'm getting it renewed, and that is one of the primary reasons why travel agents like me always ask to see or have a copy of your passport before going about booking your trip. Because first of all, not everybody travels super frequently, and so they're not always maybe as aware of when their passport expires, and it can sneak up on you. And so if your passport's expired, you want to know well in advance so you have time to go through in the renewal process, not have to get it expedited, which is an extra fee, and all that good stuff. But also, this is something that not a lot of people know, there are a lot of destinations, particularly kind of like island destinations where they don't want you to, illegally immigrate there, that have not just that your passport has to be valid through your stay, but that it has to be valid for 6 months after your stay. So if your passport, you think, oh, it's, you're traveling in the fall of 2017, let's say, and your passport's good until 2018, you know that. Well, if it's only good until like January 2018 and you're traveling in August of 2017, that's not going to cut it. And airlines in particular are particularly strict about this rule. So even if, say, you're going to Europe, where most countries in Europe don't have that 6-month validity rule, airlines can even still deny you boarding based on their policies. So it's not just even when it expires, it's how far out it expires that you really need to look at. Another reason why I really like to have a copy of the passport is because then I have the full legal spelling of your name. And this is another place that the airlines can be a little tricky and a little persnickety, is, if there's like a letter difference in your spelling of your name based on what I think it is, or based on, maybe you just had a little typo when you sent me, when you filled out your form, some information, I won't know that. And then when you check in, they can be jerks about it and not let you board because your name doesn't match your passport or your driver's license ID. And frankly, people do misspell their names. Occasionally you'd be surprised, like a middle name or, just a typo, that it does happen. The other thing is that on your passport, on that picture page, is your date of birth. And you would think that for most adults, who cares about your date of birth, but you would be surprised how many times we do actually need to use it. I don't even know why sometimes even just for a plain old hotel booking, they want the date of birth. And so that's just an easy way for me to get that information so I don't have to go back and ask you for it later. And then the final reason why I always really like to have a copy of your passport is for security. If you are traveling and you lose your passport or it gets stolen or something happens, I have a copy of it. That can help hugely in getting you an emergency renewal. I can email that copy to you. If you don't have a soft copy, which everybody should have a soft copy of their passport, like saved in their email file somewhere, or maybe even travel with a paper copy of your passport. That's pretty smart. I do that a lot. But if all else fails and you lose it, I at least also have a copy so I can help out in times of distress. So those are the reasons why I asked to see passports and why you should feel free to share them with me. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.